We're back on the beat with James Carville, keeping it 100. We're looking now at the increasingly intense Republican race for Speaker. McCarthy has been casting his critics as haters who oppose him for personal reasons.
Right now, it's actually delaying our ability to govern as we go. So I'm hopeful that everybody comes together, finds a way to govern together. Otherwise, we'll be squandering this majority. I'm not quite sure why people, maybe it's just personal at this basis, but what it's doing is harming.
All right, he says it's personal. McCarthy's opponent's floating a challenge by an outsider now, a non-sitting member of Congress.
You do not have to be a sitting member of Congress to serve.
That's right.
It will be apparent in the coming weeks who that person will be, and it will. I will tell you, it will be interesting if everything plays out.
Interesting. Congressman Norman floating that publicly Thursday, which is actually a few weeks after what I previewed for you. James Carville broke this very Republican rumor right here on the beat.
I heard a rumor today that McCarthy's feeling out some possible Democrats to try to get him to vote for it. I think the next Speaker of the House may not be a member of the House.
And we're back with James Carville. How about that?
Well, I say that Leader Jeff Hakeem said that they wouldn't do that. But remember, the whole House votes, and they're floating, 6 Republicans and the Democrats elect a speaker, which is that's a real possibility. I don't think that Hakeem would automatically go along with that unless he got something in return. But McCarthy's going to have trouble holding that whole caucus together. And they're going to find out that, they relish and they like the trouble we had in the Senate and the close votes and, Senator Manchin and Senator Sinema. Well, they get that shoe goes on their foot now. And that's absolutely correct. You could be Speaker. I could be Speaker. There's
technically, yeah.
You just like you and I could be Pope. I don't think either one of us is going to be, but
I've never gotten any calls, James. Me personally, I've never got any calls about that.
Yeah, neither me. But so there's a lot of politics here that McCarthy is just not that skilled, Laurie. I mean, I can't tell you the Republicans that say, "Man, I wish we had a Nancy Pelosi." I guess you do wish you had a Nancy Pelosi, but you don't have one. You got Kevin McCarthy, and you're going to find out how valuable Nancy Pelosi was to congressional Democrats.
So walk us through how this works, because it's so interesting that you were ahead of it, as we noted. And so folks are talking about it, and then at a certain point they start floating it publicly because eventually they're hoping to actually get the water warm enough to bring someone in. I mean, some of these folks really do want to stop McCarthy. So explain to us how that works. What are they up to?
Well, the whole House votes on the Speaker. If Mitch McConnell, Republican caucus, elects him, so if there are 49 members, he can win 30-19. But the Speaker is elected by the entire House, and everybody wants something. Every politician. So he goes to the Freedom Caucus, to the Looney Tunes, all right? They want something. Then he goes to, I think there's, I don't know how many Republicans or represent districts that Biden carried. Well, they're going to want something else. And they're going to squeeze him. And then they're sitting there with 212 or whatever it is, 13 Democrats. And they're just sitting there and saying, well, somebody comes to us, and we might vote for Fred Upton for Speaker, but we want 2 committee chairs. I'm being theoretical. There's nothing I know. But in politics, when you operate on slim margins, you give a lot of power to very few people. And we learned that in the Senate between 2021 and 2022. They're going to learn it in the House big time. And it's going to be a great civics lesson for the American people, I think.
Yeah, well, you make a great point. You're sort of remind us the political science of it. It's the same when we look at a parliamentary system like England, where you have that no confidence vote, you see it crumble. And as you're saying, sometimes it's not about whether they represent 30, 50%. Right. It's about the leverage. I'll give you the final word here on election eve.
Well, again, I think we're going to win in Georgia, but I'm not certain. For God's sakes, nobody take this as a sign not to vote or not to call friends and have them vote. And I think we're going to have a great civics lesson here in the House, and we're going to find out just how difficult it is to really govern with really slim margins. And if they don't have, there's some rule in the House about vacate the speakership. And so if they allow that motion to come, they can fire Kevin McCarthy anytime that they want to. and that
Yeah.
just puts him in a tighter thing. But that's something for a House expert. But you should pursue that because that's going to be part of the deal.
We'll take a look at that from Georgia to goat herding to herding cats. Dr. Carville, we appreciate you.
But okay, we appreciate you, and let's find out why, if I'm correct, how we can get this black turnout higher, because important part of our party, important part of our constituency, and we need higher turnout there.
Hey, I'm Ari Melber. Thanks for watching The Beat. I wanted to let you know I'm writing a foreword to the January 6th committee's full report, which is coming out soon from HarperCollins. You can go pre-order the book right now, and it'll come to you first when the report comes out in the fall or whenever the government releases it. Just search Melber Jan 6th on Amazon or your favorite independent book site and click pre-order. You'll be the first to get both the report and my new piece on the coup conspiracy. You can also go to melberbook.com and order it there.